CEO Radically Creating a Difference. I want to talk to you about lane oil for a moment and how it impacts bowling balls. So we got some lane oil here. I'm actually going to rub some on my finger and my thumb so we can have some on my fingers and thumb, and we're going to go into the pro shop and we're going to talk about what that means. So one of the big things that is confusing to people is what is really some of the differences between a reactive ball and a urethane ball. Well, one of the main differences is reactive balls absorb oil and urethane balls do not. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to take and show you that phenomena in real time here. So we're going to take and we're going to put a little bit of oil on this Pro Motion right here. We're going to let that sit for a few seconds, and then we're going to walk over here and we're going to put some oil on this Black Widow urethane, which is really a urethane ball. So we're going to have that sit like so, and we're going to let it sit. You can see it's just kind of going to sit there. We'll go back over here to the Pro Motion. The Pro Motion is a reactive ball, and because it's a reactive ball, it will absorb oil. That is one of the main differences between urethane and reactive. Reactive balls absorb oil, urethane balls do not. So you can see the oil being absorbed in by this bowling ball, and that's really crucial and key for two reasons. One, it helps to increase the amount of friction on the bowling ball, or that the bowling ball can generate, because obviously if the oil is there, it impedes the cover stock touching the lane, and that will lower the friction. So oil absorption is one of the keys for that. But also, as the pores are formed that are where the oil is actually being absorbed into, it creates a little bit more texture in the surface, and that texture is part of the actual cover stock. You can't really see it here. It's more of a microscopic type texture, but that microscopic texture is really, really important in terms of being able to get the bowling ball to give you that aggressive bite that you see out of a reactive ball. Whereas with the urethane ball, you don't get that aggressive bite. You get more of a very smooth and very controlled type reaction, which can be very advantageous depending on what you're bowling on. So you can see here the oil is absorbing into this ball relatively quickly, and then we'll go back over to our urethane ball, and you'll be able to notice that the urethane ball hasn't had any change at all whatsoever, because urethane does not absorb oil. That is one of the main differences between urethane balls and a reactive. Now, with that being said, you also need to maintain your urethane ball, because the cover stock is going to get coated with oil and is not going to that's going to impede the ball's ability to really perform consistently. You want to be able to keep wiping that oil off your ball with the chamois or with the CTD BFP or just some sort of towel. You also need to do that also on the urethane, on the reactive bowling ball. But as you can tell here, the oil is absorbing in. Now, what's going to happen is eventually that spot will get filled up, or the ball will get filled up with oil, and you need to be able to get that out, which is where a product like the Clear will come into play to help get that oil out of the bowling ball and help get that performance back. Because one of the things that makes these balls so powerful is their ability to absorb oil, and that is independent of the type of ball that you choose, as long as it's a reactive ball. Whether it's dull, whether it's shiny, if it's reactive, it's going to be able to absorb oil. As always, if you have more questions or need more information, make sure you check us out at ctdbowling.com. Ronald Hicklin, CEO from Create the Difference. Have a great day.